Sonic the Hedgehog was released on the Sega Genesis on June 23rd of 1991, and the game was extremely successful. So right after Sonic 1, the developer's Sonic team was split in half, one half working in America and the other half working in Japan. And they were both producing sequels for Sonic the Hedgehog, Japan working on Sonic CD and America working on Sonic 2. Sonic 2, however, was the main priority and was released on November 24th of 1992 to massive commercial and critical success. And although Sonic 1 was a very flawed game, Sonic 2 fixes a lot of the issues with Sonic 1, giving us what I believe to be a perfect video game sequel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and why it's so good.
I like it a lot.
Sonic 2 plays a lot like Sonic 1, but with one major difference. You can now spin dash. In Sonic 1, you had to manually build up speed, which was kinda annoying in levels like Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone. But now with the spin dash, Sonic can build up a lot of speed by the simple press of a button, and it makes the gameplay so much more smooth and enjoyable. Another addition to the game is Tails. Lil Bro can fly anywhere he wants, and has 2 tails, hence the name. Tails is a really cool addition to the game, and has a really fantastic character design. Another addition to the game is Super Sonic. By collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which you can get by playing the special stages, Sonic gets the ability to turn into a Super Saiyan. Super Sonic is a cool reward for collecting the Chaos Emeralds. These emeralds were also in Sonic 1, but you didn't really get anything special for it, besides a seashore, because oh my god, those special stages. Speaking of special stages, the one in Sonic 2 are a mixed bag. It's a good concept with the 3D looking visuals and all. Like at the time, this looked fantastic, but the actual gameplay is kinda frustrating. The controls are very slippery for some reason, and Tails always messes up the flow, since his movement is delayed. Definitely a big step up from the Sonic 1 special stages though, I'll give you that. Enough wasting time, we gotta talk about possibly the most important thing in a Sonic game, the levels. Sonic 2 has almost double the amount of levels that Sonic 1 had, which is insane, especially when knowing that Sonic 2 had a development cycle of only around 9 months. Granted, now there are only 2 acts per zone instead of 3 acts, but in my opinion that just makes the game flow better. 2 acts is definitely better for pacing in my opinion, and it lets there be more variety in the level environments. And if double the levels is still not good enough, I'm proud to say that they're all really good, except for the ones who are not. We'll talk about them in a bit, but most of the levels here are absolutely fantastic, and I'd say they're even better than Sonic 1's best levels, which honestly isn't saying much, but it just goes to show how much of an improvement Sonic 2 is over Sonic 1. The first level here in Sonic 2 is Emerald Hill. This right here is a fantastic opening level. The boss battle is iconic, the visuals are full of style, and it's simply an all-around good level to kick off the game. Probably not as good as Green Hill, but it's still a nice opening level. Next we got Chemical Plant Zone, one of the most iconic levels in the Sonic series, and for good reason. It's a high-speed joyride, with an original concept, awesome music, and non-stop velocity. Sometimes the screen can't even keep up with Sonic, that's awesome. Chemical Plant is hands down one of the greatest Sonic levels, even with the underwater segment. It is a phenomenal showcase of what Sonic's gameplay is capable of, and it's also extremely fun. Aquatic Ruin is okay. I almost forgot this level even existed. This is a water level, but if you stick to the upper path, you can finish the level without even touching the water, which is nice. But the level is just full of that BS level design at times. But it's all worth it because afterwards we get thrown into Casino Night Zone, one of the most fun and creative Sonic levels. Who knew gambling could be this much fun? Basically, this level is Sonic turning into a pinball and flying across the stage. Even though it sounds stupid, it's a hell of a good time. Not to mention that the music and vibes of this level are super chill, I love it. Kinda makes me want to go to a casino myself. Next up we got Hilltop Zone. It's a solid level, but this part right here kinda feels like Sonic CD. Wait a minute. Mystic Cave is another good one. The atmosphere is great, the dark purple colors makes this level stand out visually, and the gimmicks of this level are cool. The music is a bop as well. Pretty much every level in this game has outstanding music. The classic Sonic games truly have some of the best 16-bit soundtracks of all time. Oil Lotion is mid. And then we get Metropolis Zone. Yeah, this one's not very good. Metropolis has 3 acts instead of 2, and it's also the worst zone in the game. This level feels like a bad Sonic 1 level. It has questionable level design, it is extremely frustrating, and it's so slow. This is the only level from this game I would actually call bad. It's a poorly designed, frustrating zone that seriously overstays its welcome. Good music though, no surprise there. Right after that we get to fly a plane though, which would be cool if the controls weren't clunky. Sonic sneaks onto an enemy ship and grabs on for dear life as he heads into space for the final boss, the Death Egg Robot. Along with Silver Sonic. Silver Sonic is a cool appetizer before the tough-to-swallow meal that is the Death Egg Robot. That sounded very wrong, what the f— This enormous robot takes 12 hits and is a very challenging boss battle that is worthy of the final boss title. There are no rings in this zone, you can't even use Super Sonic here. That's kinda lame for the ones who unlocked them, to be honest. Like, this right here is the perfect moment to utilize Super Sonic. Why not let us use him here? This fight is extremely nerve-wracking due to the fact that you got no rings and this thing can kill you with with only one hit. And the fact that you can't save in this game means that if you die, you end up starting all over again from the first level. Despite all my yapping, this is still an iconic final boss fight with a menacing soundtrack and the iconic space atmosphere that goes hard. And yeah, we're about to f***ing die. Thankfully, we get saved by Tails, and that was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I know, I kinda complained a lot near the end there, but I still think this game is a perfect sequel nonetheless. Most levels in this game are either enjoyable or amazing. The gameplay is a massive improvement from the first game. The music here is some of the best in the series, and it's pretty much everything you would want from a Sonic sequel. A massive improvement from the original that blows it completely out of the water. In conclusion, Sonic 2 is a freaking fantastic game and an even better sequel, but there is technically another sequel to Sonic 1 in the form of Sonic CD. Sonic the Hedgehog CD was being developed around the same time as Sonic 2. However, the game released a whole year later in 1993 and was the first and only Sonic game made for the Sega CD add-on. Now, I've got mixed opinions on Sonic CD, but those will have to wait for a future video. For now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then comment, like, and subscribe. And always remember, 2 Sonic 2 Furious would have been a better name for Sonic 2, don't you think?